Listen, if you're a data professional right now, you already know Microsoft Fabric is completely changing the game. But actually proving your skills with the DP-600 exam, well, that's a massive hurdle. It's literally the certification everyone is talking about, but finding a clear path to study for it can feel seriously overwhelming. So today, we're unlocking Anand Vemula's blueprint to absolutely master this certification. In this explainer, we're taking his insights and transforming them into a highly actionable technical learning path just for you.
Here is our roadmap for today's explainer. First up, mastering the DP-600 exam. Second, enter the tech horizon. Third, Anand Vemula's exam guide. And finally, your analytics engineer roadmap.
All right, Section 1, Mastering the DP-600 exam.
Okay, so we're focusing entirely on the Microsoft Fabric Analytics Engineer DP-600 exam. And let's be clear, this isn't some general data test where you can just kind of guess your way through high-level concepts, right? It specifically validates your ability to transform raw data into reusable analytics assets. You literally have to prove you can orchestrate data using very specific Fabric components, things like lakehouses, data warehouses, and semantic models. It is highly targeted, and honestly, it requires some serious practical knowledge.
I really want you to notice that first word right there, mastering. Anand Vemula emphasizes this big time. Passing the DP-600 doesn't just mean memorizing a few definitions or skimming through Microsoft's documentation. No way. It means truly understanding the underlying mechanics of Fabric. Like, as an example, you need to know exactly when to use Direct Lake versus import mode for your Power BI datasets, and more importantly, why that specific architectural choice matters for both performance and cost. Now, you might be wondering about the target role itself, the analytics engineer. In the Fabric ecosystem, this means you're essentially the vital bridge between raw, messy data and actual business value. You're the one in the trenches, cleaning, transforming, and optimizing massive datasets using tools like Spark and T-SQL. You do all that so the business can actually use the data to make decisions. You are literally the engine of the analytics pipeline. Moving right along to Section 2, enter the tech horizon. So to conquer a mountain like the DP-600, you absolutely need a proven guide. Enter Anand Vemula from the Tech Horizon channel. He's meticulously mapped out the pitfalls, the trick questions, and the fast tracks for this exam. The guy knows exactly what Microsoft is looking for. So today we're extracting his absolute best insights to build your expert foundation so you don't have to wander through the study material blindly.
Which brings us to Section 3, Anand Vemula's exam guide.
Vemula's guide rests on three massive pillars that you really need to internalize. First up, Fabric concepts. This means deeply understanding the SaaS architecture and how OneLake basically functions as the OneDrive for all your data. Second, analytics engineering principles. We're talking about mastering actual data transformations with tools like Dataflow Gen 2 and Apache Spark. And third, DP-600 specific strategies. You need to know exactly how Microsoft words their tricky, scenario-based questions so you don't get tripped up on exam day.
Look, the DP-600 is incredibly vast. It covers everything from basic data ingestion and securing endpoints all the way to advanced performance tuning and managing workspaces. Honestly, that sheer volume of information can easily lead to study paralysis. But Vemula's guide cuts right through that tangled mess. Think of it as a tactical map. It prioritizes the high-yield topics over those obscure edge cases. It ensures you're spending your precious time where it actually counts. Now, this is absolutely crucial. You simply cannot study these elements in a vacuum. To pass the DP-600, you have to understand how the analytics engineer role practically applies within the Fabric platform itself. It's not just about knowing what a lakehouse is in theory, right? It's about knowing how an engineer actually uses that lakehouse to solve a specific, complex business problem on exam day. The platform, the role, and the certification, they are entirely locked together.
All right, final stop. Section 4, your analytics engineer roadmap.
Okay, so how do we actually execute this? Here is your step-by-step game plan based on Vemula's best strategies. Step 1. Engage deeply with hands-on Fabric labs. Please do not just passively read the documentation. You actually have to get your hands dirty in the environment. Step 2. Extract the core concepts. Focus really heavily on writing actual T-SQL and PySpark data transformations because those are heavily tested. And Step 3. Master the role by building an end-to-end portfolio project in a Fabric trial environment. Build that pipeline from ingestion all the way to a final Power BI report.
So what does this all mean for you? The real question is, are you ready? You've got the blueprint now. You know to focus on hands-on labs, prioritize core Fabric components like OneLake, and truly master those specific engineering workflows with Spark and T-SQL. The roadmap is right in front of you, the strategies are crystal clear, and the next step is entirely yours to take. Keep learning, stay focused, and I'll see you in the next explainer.